Hello, welcome to the Living Organization CEO Insights. My name is Vitaly Gieman, and as usual, we have a guest today. We have Totla from Synergy Top, an IT company who specializes in product engineering, developing products out of software, all the way up to MVP and managing them all the way through to the sales process. Jay, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for your introduction. Really excited to be part of this entire program.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so let's roll. Let's roll. As usual, I like to ask my guests one simple question, and in your case, the question would be, what does it take to run an IT company? I believe you have almost 80 people working with
Yes.
you now over 10 years. What does it take? What are the top three things do you believe to makes a great leader in a company like yours?
All right. So yeah, we started around a decade back, and now also I see my company growing leaps and bounds, and it is having a 80 member strength. The most key important thing that I feel is that we have built up a very strong team. I think the team build up is going to be the most important thing, which is the pillar of the company. And the second important thing that I feel is the relationship. We have been into the market for almost a decade, and most of my clients are also with me for almost a decade. Most of my employees are also with me for a decade. So what it represents is just that there is an equilibrium in our state where we are managing the relationship between our clients, our internal organization, and that's what is my primus thing, which I feel is really important. And the third aspect I think is going to be very important in building such a kind of a company is the trust. We have a very strong trust that is there with the entire business community, the businesses that we work with, the employees that we work in, and that is the trust that keeps us keep moving forward. So that's the three aspect that I feel is the most important thing in setting up of any business per se, and in particularly IT, where you need to ensure that your team is well equipped. They are being into a good relationship. They are into a relationship that makes them feel owner of the company. So that's my key takes here.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And why do you think it's important for them to feel like an owner?
Yeah, I emphasize whenever we have our team meeting, I emphasize my team to be, taking ownership, accountability. Ownership is the most important thing that I feel is because with the ownership, there are other things that get germinated in everyone's mind, in my team mind. When they are owner, they then just go extra mile. They just can, carry out things with their passion because they are the owner. They are passionate about doing a thing, and for them nothing is going to be impossible at that time. And I have seen that happening. I have seen people working in a environment that really had been rewarding for our clients, for our overall culture that we have developed. So I think the ownership is the central part of how we perceive our relationships, and we perceive to move forward, because with the ownership lies that anybody in our team is automatically taking their level from one level to really top notch level of 8 or 10 level. That is the difference that ownership can bring in the organization like us.
Yeah, totally understand. It's the
Yeah.
energy level, the commitment to the
Commitment
work,
levels.
and
Yes.
quality of the product and the customer
Right.
service, right? So
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
that, all in one, right?
Absolutely. The central piece remains that. Yeah.
And in your company, I would say, like I've worked like you for many companies, IT and Amazon and others, and this is the differentiator from one company to another, because you kind of roughly provide the same service, but one
Services.
does it with passion and heart and commitment and quality, and the other one, yeah, just about less. And so that's the competitive
Right.
differentiator, right, today.
Yeah. Yeah. In the service industry, very important is the engagement level. And engagement level with the client can only be strike if you are taking the ownership, right? So not every customer I'm going to be managing, but my team is going to manage. They are the brand ambassador for me. And when they are brand ambassador for me, they ensure that small things are taken care. They give the confidence to the client that their businesses, not themselves, but their business is in a safe hand. And that's how we ensure that because their business is in safe hand, they are most of our clients are giving us the repeated engagement. And I don't call it as just a revenue per se, but I call it as engagement. The more we are engaged, the more things we are going to add value on a longer term. So that's the power of the ownership and eventually the relationship that we build up with our clients.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. I want to end with actually tell our audience a little story that I usually tell. I used to be a professor and I used to teach, and I used to tell all my students this story. So the story
That's
goes
very
like that.
interesting.
It's a very large company, right? And somebody calls on Sunday morning to this company, Sunday morning,
And
right? Yeah, and the cleaner picks up the phone. In those days, people actually picked up the phone.
phones, yes.
Yeah, now nobody picks up the phone. But the cleaner picks up the phone in his company, and it was an auto parts manufacturer, just send parts, right? And on
Yeah,
the other hand, there was a customer saying, "My God, I know I'm calling on Sunday morning. I know there is nobody there, but I need this part on Monday morning at 7 a.m. Otherwise, everything blows up, right?"
that's right.
And the cleaner says, "Oh, sir, what's your name?" Well, and I said, "Well, who am I speaking to? Is this the boss? Is this the oh no?" He goes, "No, I'm just a cleaner." He goes, "Oh my God, now I'm in big trouble." She goes, "No, sir, that's okay. Give me your name, please. What do you need, and what part do you need?" She goes, "How would you know what part I need? You're a cleaner." She goes, "No,
That's
I'll do everything for you." She takes the name, she takes the part number, she immediately goes, and she's been trained for that, she faxes it to the sales guy on Monday morning, 7 a.m. He had the part, and he could not believe the service, right? It's
yes,
called, what I call it, it's called moments of truth for customer
true.
service. If somebody
Yeah,
calls you on Sunday morning and a cleaner picks up the phone and be able to fulfill the customer request because he's in trouble, you have a great
absolutely,
company, right?
absolutely. That's correct. Even say
One.
in our cases, I can just give you some of the examples. When there were cases when the clients whom we were serving had a similar problem where their site has a issue or their application had a issue, we take really pride that our entire executives were there up in the night till 3 to just support. Their time ends at 7, but they are at 3 because they just need to ensure that I'm the owner. I want to make sure that my customers are being managed well, and that's how the feeling is across the board.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Jay, I want to thank you for being on CEO Insights today, and we'll have you back again. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time. Yep.